Welcome to
All
the
right.
show.
Cheers.
Steven with a PH.
Yeah. Cheers. Let's start drinking.
Cheers.
This is about control, everybody knows, everyone complies. We're the kinds of pros, I don't need a plane, I just hit the road, I do what I want, I can't sell my soul, market about to crash, this is what you chose, ruining the country, I think that's the goal, you gon' take the mark, I take narrow roads, I'm a man of God, I can never fold.
What we just did. Dude, you can't smoke. You got a little water bottle down.
I don't know. If we're gonna do that.
A little flip cap. All right, here we are. Welcome to the Protect Your Purpose podcast, where we talk whiskey, business, friends, family, and freedom. I am your host, Matt Marchese. and
Yes, you are.
You did it again.
That one was so intentional.
It's like it's not like you are intentionally fucking with me. You at this point are intentionally fucking with me.
Yeah.
Why do you keep doing that?
It's so easy during the intro. You
I
get
understand.
so butthurt about it. It's
I don't get
fantastic.
butthurt. You derail me. And I told you already, this is a script. This is the...
You're easy to tip over.
And when you derail him, that hurts his butt. His butt doesn't like being derailed. It likes to be...
That's not... Listen to me.
That's fantastic.
I didn't even listen. I was too busy trying to figure out where I was on the script.
You like being railed.
I am your
Oh.
host, Matt Marchese, and this... That's
Listen.
where you're at.
This is the only part of the show that's scripted. I'm not a good actor. I'm not good with script. I'm not good with memorization. I don't do that. And when you fucking throw a wrench in, listen, it's just part of the show now at this point. Lindy does it too. When she's here, she'll be like, mm-hmm.
You're fucking
What?
damn right I'm here.
It's loud in my... It's
Just
loud.
that? I'll get you.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Mhm.
It's easy. Anyway, I'm your host, Matt Marchese, and this is my co-host, Zach Grady. See?
Yes, sir. Yes, I am.
Mustacheless Zach Grady. I want to tell everyone to make sure you like and subscribe. Smash that subscribe button, tap that bell, and ring that ding dong.
Oh, you are on such a roll.
I had it.
You
and
were...
then I blew it.
Oh,
I need a script.
it's because Zach threw a wrench in
I
the
know.
beginning.
Did he
I know.
say ring the ding dong?
Ring that ding dong
Ring a
bell.
ding ding.
You know what I
ding,
meant. Ring the bell, click the bell, smash the
Rub it,
subscribe.
Spit on it.
Follow us. Most importantly, share the show. We appreciate your support. Means the world to us, and we're trying to save the fucking world.
Mm-hmm.
So, as many of you know, we have multiple formats on our show now, and this one fits a lot of them. This is a friends. It's going to be a different one. Number one, we're smoking cigars and drinking coffee. What are we drinking? Are we drinking whiskey today? We got to drink whiskey.
Yes.
We'll drink the house whiskey. I'll answer the question. Save your breath.
Okay.
Save your breath for the cigar that you're choking down over there.
Uh-oh.
Man down. You're out.
I remember the first time I had a cigar.
Yeah, so anyhow, this show is different. Way different, actually. We had my cousin, who is also a mentor, a coach of mine, a colleague, a partner in some aspects, and a dear friend of mine who committed to coming on the show. We couldn't catch up with him unless we went and got on a private jet with him.
We brought the show to him.
Yeah. We were. He has a very busy pants dropping schedule that he wasn't able to carve out time to come in the studio, of course, because he's so fucking busy.
Little quick context to what having Matt as your boss is like. So he calls me up, and I knew we were going to schedule this podcast with Kunkel. And Matt calls me up. He's like, Ian, we need to record a podcast on the private jet. Make that happen. And I'm like,
It was not that.
I'm like, shh, don't ruin my story.
And tomorrow.
we're leaving in an hour.
I mean,
he's like, but in all seriousness, he's like, can you make that happen? And I'm like,
and I think you had 2 days.
yeah. I think I had
48
48 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a little shy of 2.
Which, I mean, I've
full
seen
days.
people save the world in movies in less than
That's
48
what I'm
hours.
saying.
So that was plenty of time.
Yeah, I feel like I gave you ample notice.
You did.
Okay.
And for you,
Good.
that was definitely ample because Marchese notices like, hey, we don't have nothing to do tonight. We're having a card night.
I agree.
Lindy won't let us
Yeah.
not have people here. So
That's
come
how I
now.
felt.
Yeah.
I
So
felt-
you give me more. You
Yep.
give me like Grady time.
48 hours.
Grady time? Is that what that is?
It's actually yeah. I think you're like 12 hours or less. I usually give about 24 notice, and Grady's are usually a little better at about 2 days. They
Congrats.
know how to plan stuff.
Congrats, Grady. Oh, we got smoke in the studio today.
It is. Zach just looks like he's in the clouds.
Well, listen.
Hey, perfect for the intro.
Yes, we are in the clouds. So what you're about to watch is us four plus a guest and crew, doing a podcast in the air on a jet. It was pretty fun. We got to catch up with Kunkel. Disclaimer though, there is some parts we had to go audio only. We had to shut down our cameras and do, seat back and tray tables in an upright position or whatever they call that in the private aviation world. And we got some good nuggets and some good value from Kunkel on the show. So enjoy that part of the show, and then stay tuned for the what did we decide the end was?
The dessert or the potatoes?
The potatoes. So the meat is the middle. This would be the salad.
Little side salad, yeah.
This would be the cocktail hour part. We're just sipping.
This is cigars and cocktails. Coffee.
Cigars and cocktails. It's actually not too bad. Sounds
and
like
cocktails?
a good format.
Yeah. We got it. Anyway, enjoy that part of the show, and then make sure you stick around for the dessert, the after show. We're going to come back into the studio. We'll be sitting here smoking a cigar still, and then we'll catch you right back here in the studio for the dessert.
See you on the flip side.
We'll catch you on the flip side. Okay.
Bye.
We'll see ya. All right, so here we go. Are you ready?
I'm ready, buddy.
All right. Welcome to the Protect Your Purpose podcast. You motherfucker. You do it again. On a fucking airplane, you do it too?
I didn't say anything. He said
Oh, that was you? Oh, well, shit. Let me start over. Welcome to the Protect Your Purpose podcast, where we talk whiskey, business, friends, family, and freedom, and flights. Sometimes today flights. Yeah, you like that? See what I did there? So I'm your host, Matt Marchese, and this is my co-host, Zach, the twin Ian shirt Grady. Welcome to the show, dude. Oh, yeah. You're going to have to break.
Hey.
Yeah, you're going to have to
Who
break
wore
your
it
neck.
better? Who wore it better?
Oh, you can't see Ian, so Ian and Zach are wearing the
So
same.
I win. I automatically win.
Yeah, you're the
You
winner.
guys dress like twins.
Anyway, and today we've got a dear friend of mine and family member, Steve Kunkel. He is the owner of Stonebrook Exterior. He also has a general contracting firm called Blue Core Construction, correct?
Correct.
He's also got several other Blue River Metal. He's an entrepreneur and a wise businessman. You grab that whiskey. I got cross arms here. Kind of ridiculous. We're a little bumpy.
That
And
one,
that
my
was only
stomach.
about 150-foot bounce.
And thank you so much for being here and for doing it in this format. So let me jump right into what the fuck and why the fuck we're actually doing it. So Kunkel committed to coming on the show several weeks ago. I mean, as soon as we started the show, it's been in the works, but committed to coming on the show. And I basically was like, hey, Steve, we're recording a podcast on Thursday. You in? Are you doing this or what? And he said, well, shit. I can do it, but we're going to have to do it on the jet. And I'm like, what? He's like, I've got a meeting that I can't miss. And I'm like, so we're going to record the podcast on the jet? He's like, well, can we? I called Ian. Yep. Can we do it? He's like, fuck yeah, we can do it. Let's go. So Ian put everything together. Of course, Zach, here's your glass back.
Worked out well.
Of course, Zach was in it, and Ian swiftly put this together, and here we are on the
Great
jet.
work.
So
I just showed up. That was my.
I figured out how this was going to work this morning, by the way.
yeah, dude, Ian threw
way-
this
way
together.
too close.
Gunslinging.
Yeah, and truth be told, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, he's
He said I was too close, so
getting
I
all
figured
up in
I'd do
my
it
face.
again.
Oh, yeah. So we're doing kind of I'm hopeful that the audio comes out. Please bear with us on the content, and if it gets too shitty, then
We're on a jet.
we're on a jet. Yeah.
Just on a jet and drinking
Yeah.
whiskey, enjoying ourselves.
So, getting on to the next phase of this, we're gonna drink some whiskey as always. Zach, what in the fuck are you drinking today?
dude. We have our American Purpose whiskey.
Love it.
Yeah, we've got that's a sample.
Yeah.
We've also got some rye, some Michter's 10-year
Michter's
rye.
10-year rye.
Yeah, but I figured if we're gonna come on the airplane, we'll bring some of that.
That's what we're busting open
Yeah,
first.
some of that sample purpose drink.
I think we're in the clear for movement. A lot of movement, aren't we?
You know, when you're on an airplane.
Well, you never know.
When this turns off, you're going to move, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
You are free
You
to
can move about the
about
cabin.
Yeah. So anyway, Kunkel, while Zach pours, how about you
Yeah.
pour those for us since we're on the rotation? That'd be helpful.
Yep.
Um,
Gotcha.
While Zach's pouring, Kunkel, welcome to the show, dude. Thanks
I
for being
appreciate
here.
it, man. It's I'm excited to be here.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, where are we? We don't even know where we are. Excited to be where?
Somewhere above the state of Nebraska.
Somewhere
Oh,
in the
so-
air, somewhere above the state of Nebraska. That is right. Awesome. Well, here's let's get jumping in. We've got limited time here on the airplane. we'll skip some pleasantries
problem.
and some bullshit, and we'll hop right into business. How are things going with you?
Business is good. You know, the interesting thing about our business is we have a bunch of multitudes of ways about receiving revenue, so we can pretty much take our business to a recession-proof. You know, we're very essential in what we do. As a construction firm, we have a lot of different scopes of business, so this is great.
I was gonna say, break it down Barney
Yeah.
level, like what business are you running?
So, you know, we have a couple different businesses. Number one, Stone Brick Exterior. We're a total building envelope contractor, and we do work pretty much from the Rocky Mountains east, you know, covering anywhere from
Hell
New York
yes.
City
Hell
to Florida to as far as up to the Canadian border. That's about all the further we get. We're going to go into that
We're
later.
not going into any Canadian borders.
But down to Texas. So, yeah, we pretty much operate total building envelope. And what that is, it's anything on the exterior of the building we install.
Yeah. So not only do you do exterior and building envelope contracting with that business, you have another firm, which I mentioned earlier, Blue Core. Tell us about that and tell us about some of the projects you're doing.
Blue Core is a business that was built upon purpose. You
I
know, the
love
whole
that.
reason to start that business is the purpose of building buildings. You know, too many times in the construction industry and other industries, technology is changing everything,
Sure.
but it's not always changing it for the better.
Yeah.
So
Oh, boy.
what we're trying to do is maybe keep a little of that progression under control and try to put a little bit of regression back into it so we can damper the things out of what's happening. Because in the general contracting industry, so many times nowadays it turns into a brokerage firm because the demand is over. You know, our markets have done well throughout the years, the last few years in the U.S. as far as building is concerned. I'm talking the last 10. So construction companies are popping up everywhere. So the demand is more than the labor pool has to provide. So construction firms are turning to technology. Well, the thing they're doing is they're forgetting that the main purpose of building is to build.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to do with Blue Core Construction Group. Take it back a little bit, continue adding a little flavor of the technology, but bring building back to building.
You guys have always, your story, so a little bit about how I began into the construction industry. Actually, came off of active duty in the Army, and the first job that I took was actually working for Kunkel.
Pouring concrete.
Pouring concrete, yeah. His company has sure morphed since those days. He's grown into this massive organization with tons of potential upside that he's barely even tapped into at this point. But even then, I mean, you got to be 10, 15 times the size of when I started working for you now.
I definitely think we are at least.
At least, yeah. I mean, what a
Probably
hell of a
20.
business that you've built, and you've got a partner, Jason Renke, and a dear friend of yours. But I remember coming to work for you guys, 08 maybe. I remember.
I particularly remember a morning coming to work with you,
Do you?
driving down to the Haymarket,
Oh, really?
jump around, blasting through the Haymarket.
Oh, yes, dude. We were clowns. What a cool time, though.
Lord, we haven't changed.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
But
Yeah, dude. I remember you telling me a story.
Can you talk louder into the mic, bud?
Yeah, sorry.
Steve,
I'll
do
put
better.
that right up to my
You just
mouth
like
here.
tap
just
me on
so-
the
Fucking
shoulder when
do
you're coming
better.
in or something. There, yeah.
Can we get Steven on the mic, please? Not Steve. Or vice
Unfortunately-
versa.
Unfortunately,
We need Steve.
No, we need
There we go.
Steve.
Steven's a bitch with a
Steve
Democrat.
to the mic.
Steve, welcome to
All right.
the show.
Cheers.
Steven with a PH.
Yeah.
Cheers. Let's start drinking.
Cheers. So,
I've already been.
drinking on an airplane. Anyway, listen, I started to say, I remember a time where you were telling me about your business and about your growth plan and about where you had come from. And I know you and Jason were filled with purpose when you started your business. The reason you wanted to take over and bring things in-house, the reasons you wanted to grow. You've always had a really great story. Anymore, I think there's no way to even build a business anymore without being purpose-filled. I mean, employees from top to bottom, you have to feed your staff. And you've got, how big is your staff now? I mean, roughly? I know
In Nebraska, we have about 150. Colorado, we have 50. And in Florida, we have about 25.
Dude, building a staff of several hundred people, I don't think you can do it without being a purposeful and purpose-filled organization. What is, I'm going to hold off on asking you what your purpose is. I want to dive right into something that could potentially bring value to our entrepreneurial or intrapreneurial business people. How do you build a staff that large and retain people and continue to grow at the rates that you have?
Well, I think a lot of that, Matt, is based upon purpose. You know,
Sure.
if we don't go to business or go to market with the purpose, we really have no direction to give our staff and the
Right.
people that are coming in. And to be able to have vision and provide that vision to be able to get buy-in by the people, you know, one of the things that we're discovering about our business is opportunities. You know, so last night I actually text our marketing girl and I said, listen, here's what I want to go with a new brand. We build, period. Why? Because we build is the number one purpose of any construction company. And if that is not your purpose out there, then what are you? But number two, we build, period, opportunities. And opportunities just doesn't lie in opportunities that are given to building owners for building a magnificent building. Opportunities lie in the core of building a company, and you can't build that company without employees. And providing opportunities for those employees.
And from an outsider looking in too, like I follow your Facebook page and things like that, and you treat your employees really well. It always seems like you're having awards or you're having, you know, fun nights, you know, team nights or whatever. And that building you guys have in Lincoln, man, is immaculate. It is one of the coolest buildings I've ever in that city for sure ever been in.
For sure.
I mean, those things are great. You know, you can have ping pong tables, you can have foosball tables, you can have a bar, you can have all that stuff, and you can throw lunches, and you can have parties, and then, you know, we have lots of different things, send guys to concerts, put people on a private jet, this and that, things that everybody doesn't experience that are 5% things. But the biggest thing that you can provide people is vision and opportunity. And that's why the purpose of our company is building opportunities.
Dude, I think that's awesome. And one thing, you may even have overlooked this because it does come so naturally to you. Your company, first of all, Kunkel, for those of you who don't know him, don't know this, but for those of you who do very well, he wears his heart on his sleeve and he treats every single fucking person he meets like they're a family member. It's almost to the point where I watch him introduce himself or be introduced to strangers, and it's almost to the point of uncomfortable because they're like, why is this dude treating me like he knows me? Why is he treating me like they're my family? He treats everyone with dignity.
Hug and kisses, you know, to everybody.
Oh, like Joe Biden. He sniffs children. He's a sniffer.
Smells nice.
It smells like
No,
flowers.
he's I think that also probably goes a lot further than you even understand because it comes so naturally to you. But I mean, his employees are his friends. His employees are his family.
Yeah.
He doesn't avoid them. He goes at them. He knows them. He figures out who they are just in his natural state. And I was at a meeting, actually an area meeting for my ServPro business the other day. As we sit there and listen to people chat about the things we can do to build a team and build good culture and positive culture and incentivize and motivate people. And it was almost seemed like every answer that everyone was giving was these just innovative ideas like, oh, group lunches or awards or those things. And I think, and I stood up in the back of the room after everyone was done, and I said, I think all they really want is for you to give a shit about them, and you can't fake that shit. Like,
You know, that, man, you hit it on the nail. Because
I think what you
can-
meant is hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
Lindy does it too, bro.
Couple drinks of whiskey.
He hit it on the nail on the head. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
I didn't know
interrupt
we
you.
were going to talk about the diagrams of a nail. I mean, we can pull that shit out. And talk
You're a nail guy.
drawings.
You're building
Yeah,
nails, aren't
definitely.
you, or screws?
But you hit it on the
Yeah.
head of the nail.
There you go.
So, you know, the thing about it is yeah, all that foo-foo crap, it's all bullshit. It doesn't mean anything
Right.
unless
If you're a
you
douchebag.
truly care about what you're doing and the people you're doing it with.
That's right.
And if people can see right through that crap. There's companies out there that have amazing things to offer, but if you don't really live that,
Right.
speak that, preach that, and follow through with it, then really all you are is a fun park.
Yeah, dude, listen, and I'm trying to explain this to my leadership team, because that's the next level, is when I give a shit about my team, and I know, again, you do too. When I give a shit about my team, but you grow and you scale to a point where it's very difficult to have that. 200 and some odd people in markets literally from coast to coast or across the country or halfway across the country. It's nearly, if not impossible, to achieve that connection, to actually do that. And at that point, when you've scaled, you're now relying on your team to give the rest of your team, your leadership, the same level of love and appreciation and respect and comfort and opportunity and give a shit is what we say. But I'm explaining this to my team, and they're like, well, a lot of it is how can I give a shit about somebody who doesn't give a shit about the company? How can I give a shit about somebody who I don't vibe with or I don't gel with? And that's where those core values, and that's where that right person in the organization, like, we've got to hire people and surround ourselves with people that we want to give a shit about, people that we truly care about, and then it's easy.
Number one, I truly believe you have to have a purpose, and you have to have a reason why you want to go to business.
Yep.
And the best thing you can do is establish that early.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to change.
Sure.
It's going to change throughout.
Agreed.
Our companies change, and we have different companies that we keep on bringing in, and as well as you guys do, and things are going to change, and the purpose might change a little bit
as you
but
grow.
You always want to keep that core value in place, and when you can push that core value, and I don't want to say sell it, because I don't like saying sell things to employees, but if you can prove that to people and what you're doing,
you're trying to achieve their buy-in.
So it goes from bringing that. It starts with our number one core value is everyone's important. So that starts at the top, which is me and my business partner, and then we have a president, and everybody down to the labor pool of the individuals that actually are employed in our organization, or to the subcontractors. We employ about 220 people, but we also provide opportunities for another about 200 to 300 additional subcontractors a day that work with us. And if those people understand who you are throughout the organization from up to down, you're not going to be able to capture everybody.
Right.
It's just impossible.
Right.
And especially in our industry, we have a very transient labor pool. But one of the things you can do is you can identify the individuals that want more, that want opportunity.
That's right.
And if you continue to work with those individuals and try to convey the purpose.
Yep.
And I hate to say sell the purpose.
Yeah, we get it.
If you can sell that purpose to the individuals that want to come somewhere,
yep,
it's a big deal. And then, one of the things we're working on is leadership throughout, developing leaders. Because companies can't grow without having leaders being developed in that organization.
Absolutely.
So what we really focused on this year was identifying individuals that want to grow up to be leaders, identifying those individuals that are in leadership positions, low-level management positions, that want to be part of this company and keep pushing them forward. And then over time, those individuals turn into mid-level management. And at mid-level management, if you have leaders in your organization that don't understand the purpose of mid-level management,
you're in trouble.
Either you're failing yourself, or those are the individuals that have to go. One of the things we did this year that's different and kind of innovative with our organization is what we did is we set out at the beginning of the year, and we set out and put our annual budgets together and annual strategies, and we went, we go to a nice food place and have fun and do that for a couple days and sit in a conference room for 8 hours a day, which is not fun at all. But
torture. It's like being in a fucking torture chamber. I know.
Necessary evil, though.
Yep.
Necessary.
It's like flying in this jet with you guys for an hour and a half.
Torture chamber.
But anyway, what we did is we developed a strategy and a plan for the year. and reemphasized our plan for the next 5 years. And so we all understand that. And then we put that out there, cascade that message out throughout our company. And those goals are posted on the walls in our company. And
Everywhere.
people understand that and they see it. And every individual in our company knows what the goals for the year are physically, leadership-wise, safety, of course, number one, leading with safety, and then monetarily, too. And what we did this year that's different than other organizations is we decided the only way we're going to continue our growth and development like we want to grow, keep on mind, we're growing 30% year on year, and
Amen.
that's what we have done.
Dang.
And if we continue to grow like this, we have to develop leaders. So instead of going out to start at end of Q1, start of Q2, and saying, okay, man, we're going to reanalyze our goals. Here's the message. Cascade that out from executive level down to mid-level, down to lower level, down to the individuals. What we did was we decided, okay, if we're going to bring this if we're going to practice, or if we're going to preach this leadership development, we're going to start practicing it. So what we did is we laid out our entire year, and then end of Q1, we put all the numbers together, gave them to our mid-level management team, and said, all right, you guys are planning Q2 based upon these numbers. And instead of cascading the message down to them, they cascaded that message up to
Dude,
us.
I fucking love. So, okay, a couple things. Caveat here. Kunkel, just for some context and perspective, Kunkel is building. He's already has an 8-figure business, upper 8s, on his way into the 9-figure business. When we're not talking about a small town roofing company here, we're talking about a major top 10 producing construction business in the fucking country, and a massive operation that he's running, and is barely scratching the surface. To our listeners, as you know, we try and provide as much value as we can. Like sifting through Kunkel's ADD brain, as we call it, for understanding the deeper level of what he's saying. Like he's explaining how to fucking build a high level business. I've got a lot of Serpro operators, a lot of mid, 6, 7-figure earners that are watching this, wondering how to get to the next level. He's explaining it. So I appreciate you doing that. And I actually learned this from you one night. We were actually at your building, and you explained to me this same concept, and I immediately stole it. And I said, fuck, that's what I need to do. I need to get my mid-level managers planning this shit in order to develop them. They're super capable. They want it. They're hungry. They get it. They have the capacity. They just need the opportunity. Yes. And giving them that opportunity, since that conversation, they have since taken it. They ran our last quarterly with some help of my upper level managers. We're bringing in more people and hoping to develop to that same level.
Matt, didn't you just have your best quarter too?
We did. We actually just came off of our best quarter. Yeah, dude, we're doing big shit. Yeah, salute.
Yeah, that's a cheers. That's a cheers.
Yeah, whatever. It's not about me. It's about Kunkel. But and my team did all that, obviously. But yeah, man, that's really great insight. That's really great information and insight. I have a question for you, as far as your revenue. You said you post, or your map, we'll call it, your goals and operational goals for. What do you do? A 1-year plan on the walls, or 3 or 5?
Well, we have
a
a 1-year plan, 3-year plan, 6-year plan.
Okay, your 1-year plan, I assume, is what you have placard everywhere, or do you have everything placard everywhere?
Everything.
Do you share revenue with the highest and lowest levels of your organization?
We'll share our P&L.
Really?
Yeah, I have no problem
with anyone and everyone.
With anybody in our
Can you
organization
explain what that
wants
is?
to see it. Profit and loss statement.
Okay.
I have no problem showing the numbers of what we do. You know, this company isn't. When you're building a company like ours, if you're a stagnant entrepreneur and you're building at a level where you're taking that money and going buying a boat, private jet. Okay, wait, that might
that
be a
changes
different
things.
caveat.
Different
But
conversation.
If you're buying a boat and you're buying a camper and you're buying all these toys that are fun, and real quick, I'm going to lose my train of thought. But isn't it amazing? You got a 2.5, 3 hour drive, and we're already on the way down.
And we're like, God damn it, can we?
Dude,
Can we
North
just do a
Platte's
quick
farther
circle?
than that, isn't it?
Oh,
North
Platte
Platte's
is
like
probably
4 or
3
5.
hours.
But regardless, time
Anyway.
is money.
So go on. Time
Yes,
is money.
sir.
Let's fucking go. So yeah, if you're an organization that is if you're at the top of an organization, you're recklessly spending money then sure, there's cause for concern maybe from the lower level. Here,
Right. So why we share the numbers? Because I'm not just a sole proprietor. I'm
Sure.
not just an individual that's in this for myself.
Oh, fuck no, you got a team you need.
Just like you and your business,
That's
you know,
right.
I think the amount of percentage of what we draw off earnings to put in our own pockets,
nothing.
nothing comparatively. Because if we continue
Same.
to rob that company of those earnings, then that company doesn't grow. The
Yeah.
opportunities fall off the wall.
So here's why I asked. I mean, I do the same thing. And
Pause. We're at about 30 minutes, so I'm going to read.
yeah, go ahead and switch it up. Good. I had to stop, think. This guy. Hopefully you're still recording because I just want video footage of Zach just coughing.
You know, I will say, as a used to be a smoker, I can't stand the smell of smoke now.
Yeah.
Cigar smoke is noticeably better
pleasant.
smelling
Yeah, for sure.
than cigarettes,
Yeah,
which
it's-
is odd. I never thought that would be a difference.
Well, a lot of cigars will have a flavor, a different flavor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Not
What,
these.
what are you smoking? Matt, what kind of cigars are we smoking today?
Today, Ian, we're smoking a Rocky Patel number 6.
Is there a number 7?
I have no idea. I'm not a real big cigar smoker, so. All right, and we're back. We're back. So, here we are back in the studio. What did you guys what did you think of the Kunkel interview?
it was a short flight, so we didn't get.
Yeah.
I feel like Kunkel has so much to bring.
Yeah.
We didn't even scratch the surface. So
Well, he did commit to come. I mean, listen.
we have it. We have it.
He's
his
not
email.
that fucking busy. We have his email. Is that what you said?
We have his. We have the contract in his email.
We have his email.
Yeah.
We do have Kunkel's email. So yeah, he's going to come back. It was good. It was a short flight, in and out, quick business trip for the guy. A lot of value in a short period of time. I really enjoyed it. Ian, what did you think of the production value on the jet?
So a couple things. I absolutely loved it. I think it's definitely a day I'm never going to forget. I think it's one of the
Sure.
coolest things I've done. We also know future-wise going forward that this is even a possibility. We also learned we got to get there a little bit sooner if we want to record on the way there, because that's something we didn't know how to set up. So we literally set it up on the fly. And what I'm the most impressed about is, as you guys have heard, the audio actually turned out
Pretty darn good.
decent.
Yeah.
Especially when you listen to the unfiltered audio, it sounds like there's no way in hell there's gonna be a podcast out of this.
Yeah.
So would you say, Ian, that the sky is in fact the limit?
I see what you did there, and I would say no.
Not from these clouds. We think there's more.
Because I mean we gotta step up. So the next thing is we're gonna do
Space.
space. Yeah, space podcast.
We're gonna do an on a rocket
Dude, there's
ship.
never been a podcast in space.
Well, not yet.
Yeah,
There hasn't been. Well, listen, here's what my takeaways
we always
are.
say to the moon.
My takeaways are Kunkel brings a ton of value. He is
Damn right he
a
does.
scatterbrain lunatic of a person. And if you know anyone like that, especially one who has like proven themselves to being able to do something, he is literally the proof that the ADD brain, the high ingenuity and the fast pace of and the big vision ability of a human like that is truly a force to be reckoned with. I mentioned it on the jet that I mean this dude's running 8-figure business on his way. He'll probably do 9 this year, which is I mean
Insane.
count those
Do
numbers,
you
man.
and him have similar personality profiles?
Yeah, pretty similar. Yep, they're a little different. He's more of a B leader, so he has an AB stack, which what that means is his winning trait and his selfish trait and his leading big winner trait is even with his people trait. So he's got this. It's kind of a superpower of his own to be able to balance being a really good person and take care of people as well as driving the fucking train at full speed.
So that's the main thing I kind of got from Kunkel is I've never worked for him. I've got an opportunity to kind of see from afar the business grow. I feel like, and he seems like he genuinely cares about every single one of those people, and it shows. Like a lot of people pretend to, but you like employees can see right through that shit.
Oh, yeah.
To add some context to that about how Kunkel cares, so something that happened off camera, I have not flown in over 8 years. Never flown on a private jet, but I've never flown, period. And after takeoff, it wasn't like anything crazy, but it was a little rocky. And Kunkel could tell I was kind of struggling. And he says, "Ian, give me your hands." And he literally held my hands, both. We were hand in hand as we were flying off. And then we just stared in each other's eyes. And he just talked to me. He calmed me down.
He told you a little story.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And even more context, you guys don't really know each other.
No,
Like,
I think this was like our third time
you shook
meeting.
hands
Yeah.
and said hey a couple of times, but like
Yep.
as far as like on a personal
But yeah,
level,
no, yeah.
So
that's
a complete
true.
stranger,
barely knew
he's
me, and he's like,
essentially
"Hold my
helping out."
hands now.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna talk you through this, buddy."
That is his superpower. So people will meet him. And this is true for a lot of people like him. Like I have this too, not quite as much as him. Like they'll meet him and they will believe that it is almost fake, I think. Like they'll be like, oh, like he's pretending or he's reaching to try and care. He's one of the most selfless people you'll ever meet. And I think truly after you get to know him, you realize that it's completely genuine. He's a guy who will give his shirt off. Literally, he has given me a shirt off of his back. He's that guy. And I think that's that amongst other things, such as his pace and his big vision, relentlessness, his ability to bounce back from the most awful, adverse situations that one could imagine. He has a unique ability, resilience to bounce back.
When you think about all the important traits it takes to run a successful business, he
dude.
seems to check all those
Especially,
boxes.
he's running multiple
right.
8-figure businesses. I mean, multiple businesses and he's at the helm. He's got a business partner, and he's got a fantastic leadership team, and he's continuing to build. But he is at the helm, like he is driving the train and driving the vision in his businesses, man, and they're kicking ass. So something that our audience can take from this is, number one, grind your life off, and then you can fly on private jets to business meetings and shit, and have a crew following you around to go do a podcast, because that was pretty cool. And also, be good to people. You can grind. You can lead with a big selfish trait, and you can be a winner. And do what it takes.
Step on people on your way to the top.
But you can also care tremendously about people. And that's one of the things that I've learned from him on taking care of people and being a good person along the way.
And he seems to be interested in developing his people as well. Like putting more on their plate to allow them to step up and become leaders themselves.
To add to that real quick, so Matt, the show has heard you talk about him before, but to add context to that, you used to work for him. So to kind of piggyback on what you're saying, is he wants to see people elevate. You used to be an employee of his.
Oh yeah, man. When I first came out of the Army, he was my first employer out of the Army, and he gave me the opportunity. Him and his partner Jason, and we're business partners in other ventures now, and yeah, it isn't always an easy road. I mean, it was a rocky road, and he had a lot of growing to do, and I had a lot of growing to do. But to your point, what he and I now understand is that, and we've talked about this umpteen times on the show, if you want to be a leader, you have to build leaders. Like that's what the sole focus of a leader. A good leader is one that understands the value of having leaders around them. When you hear people say, what do you attribute your success to? Or what did you do? What's the number one thing you would tell young entrepreneurs or young leaders? Like, what would you do? And the really smart people say, surround yourself with good people. Like, that's the answer. Surround yourself with good people, because you cannot build a dynasty. You cannot build an empire. You cannot build, $100 million operation by yourself. I mean, I guess you could. Like, it'll be, number one, a miserable existence. It'll be very difficult, if at all possible.
I feel like that would be tough for somebody building a business to do, too, because you're essentially putting your trust and letting somebody else do some of the things to help you build your business. Like, as a control, a lot of business leaders want to be in control of everything and have their hands in every cookie jar. But in order to get past that the growth mindset, you know, to get past the just flatlining, you're going to have to rely on other people to help you do that.
Yeah, man.
Which I imagine is tough to kind of, probably the first time you did it, you're like to put that amount of trust in somebody, in your baby.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be tough to do, but you guys do it better than anybody.
The truth of the matter is that Kunkel has a natural gift, okay? So inherent gifts and then learned behaviors can kind of coexist, and Kunkel's natural inherent, and like mine, and there are many like us, who have a natural ability. Maybe it's God-given, it's all God-given, but maybe it's a birth trait, maybe it was learned, it's probably a combination of both, but being able to delegate. So the system we use, the entrepreneurial operating system, one of the tenets of it is to be able to delegate and elevate. And you got to have, number one, someone to delegate to. And those people don't exist out there in the masses. There's very few people in the world. And the people that are already employed, usually high-level people. You have to get them while they're young, shape them, train them, or create them. I mean, create them out of thin air by your leadership, by empowering people and being willing to do that. And honestly, it's a gift that some people possess and some people don't. It is much harder for other people not like Kunkel or myself, who understands the importance of it and who is willing to take the risks associated with that, as well as kind of be patient, which is challenging in and of
Especially
itself.
Growing a business.
Fuck yeah,
sure.
it's hard.
You want things to be moving.
You want them to be moving. So you have to kind of be patient and intense all at the same time, while being willing to say, hey, it's not going to go the way I want it all the time. And surely things are going to get fucked up along the way. And I'm willing to accept those in order to develop people.
Allow people to fail.
That's right.
Yeah.
And they do. They do. And that's a gift that he has. And now as we get older, I mean, Kunkel's 50. He's been at this a long time too. I mean, he's been in business for 30 years. He has grown and has learned, just like the rest of us, that, hey, not only is it okay if they fuck up, and is it okay if they fall short of what the expectation or the hopes or plans were, but it's almost required. It's how you grow. And he has a really good grip on that and a passion for people. And I think that came through in the podcast. And I think that also comes through in the success of his business. And again, like I kind of alluded to, that's a natural thing for him. For those of you out there who don't naturally possess that ability to just kind of let go and trust in people, just understand that is fucking required. You're going to have to fight and fight like hell to make sure that you are going against what your natural position or mental space is, and allow that to happen. Allow the failure, and then be really good at solving the problems.
It is something I envy about you guys. Because the only thing, I don't run or own a business, obviously, but the only thing I can relate it to is parenthood. And chores. There's certain things I just don't trust my kids to do that the right way and just take over and do it. But to your point, you need to let them do it, screw it up a couple of times, learn from it, and hopefully help develop them too. I mean,
dude,
same concept.
In order to walk, you have to be willing to get up.
You're gonna fall a couple
and
times.
fall. It's the same thing. It's growth and development through all aspects of our life. I mean, you want to ride a bike, you want to swim, you got to be prepared to swallow fucking water. You want to ride a bike, you got to learn to deal with a scraped knee. You want to learn to walk, you got to learn to deal with falling over. You want to run a business, you got to learn to deal with fucking cash flow issues and going broke a few times and figuring out what it takes to do that. And Kunkel is a really, 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 really good example of being able to develop leaders and problem solve as those leaders create problems. And they will. And it's just the way it is, man. I think he talked briefly about it on building a team. That's what he's doing, man. He's rocking it.
Absolutely.
So
it was a good time.
How about the guy? I think it's probably worth mentioning at this point. How about the guy on the couch?
That was great.
Yeah,
Great
fucking
little
awesome.
addition.
Yeah. We decided we were going to hide him He was a part of the business meeting. We were going to hide him in the front of the plane to keep him off camera, and we decided it would be better just if for the video viewers out there who can watch and be like, what the fuck's up with the guy in the back? Yeah, we called him the guy on the couch. Good dude. Glad he was a part of the show. But anyway, hey, we appreciate you staying in with us. If you made it to the potatoes or the dessert, the cigars and coffee, whatever it is, we appreciate you sticking around. Hope you enjoyed that format and hope you enjoyed getting to see kind of the inside of a private airplane. We are certainly going to do that again because we had a blast.
100%.
Yeah. We had a blast doing it and looking forward to getting maybe another super high level guest.
Let's jump on when he's got a business trip somewhere warm, or maybe
like
a beach
like
we can get
Cancun
on or something.
Yeah,
like
Florida.
maybe Cancun.
He goes to.
He's got to go to Florida.
He's got a business in Florida now. Yeah, so we can maybe hop on with him.
We can see Mikey. Yay,
Yeah.
Mikey.
If not, listen, we'll take the fucking plane somewhere else. So I've got part ownership in that plane too. Maybe we could just go. Maybe we'll just go fly to do circles around wherever we are. But we want to go someplace warm. Anyway, hey, thank you all for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this show.
And
Stick
as
around.
always,
You dirty dick.
God, he was getting there, wasn't he?
You dirty dick.
I thought you were forgetting. I thought I was helping you.
You knew you weren't helping me.
It's gone.
You knew you weren't helping me.
Okay. Go ahead.
Damn it.
He's so mischievous without a mustache.
I know. You grow your mustache. Maybe that's your kindness stash.
The kindness.
Yeah, grow your kind stash back and be nice to me. Anyway,
I thought I was.
what I was going to say is, as always, people. No. What I was really going to say was, make sure you like and subscribe.
Smash that
Subscribe button. Ding the bell. And make sure you share the show. We certainly appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed this show, and hope you gained some value from it. And we will see you next time. And as always, people, make sure you find your purpose, serve your purpose, and protect your purpose, people. Thank you.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.